you can't do it all, then don't even bother at all. If you can't give it your all. Baby, you talking to Queen Do It Poorly. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Simone Nicole here. Back at it again with yet another video. Happy motherfucking new year, you guys. Welcome to 2023. It's my first video of the year, and I'm really excited to be back after the marathon sprint we did at the end of last year. If you didn't see my week of uploads, then I definitely advise you to go check it out because I worked my ass off on it. But now we're here. We're in 2023. So you saw the title of this video. It's the second week of January, and you have already given up on your New Year's resolution. And I'm really happy that this video has found you because we need to talk about it. I want to talk about how you potentially and more than likely set yourself up for failure and give you some tools and advice to get back on track. And I really do believe that once you leave this video, you will have the tools that you need to put systems in place to help you succeed. And more than anything, I hope that you have a little attitude adjustment and you feel invigorated and ready to take on the year. So with all that being said, let's get into the rest of today's video. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is why, because if you've spent any time on my channel, then you know I'm always interested in why. I want to talk about why you failed. If you waited until January 1st to start your New Year's resolution, you already set yourself up for failure. There are so few people in this world that can successfully go cold turkey on things. Like, it's the person that can jump inside of a freezing cold body of water and just stay in it until their body gets used to it, when the majority of us would have hopped our ass out and would have ran for the hills for comfort, because that's what you're effectively doing. When you go cold turkey on things, you're not giving your body, your mind, your spirit any time to adjust. You have thrown yourself, metaphorically, into a body of cold water, and you're expecting your body to be able to sustain that uncomfortability. The way that I've made up this metaphor, now I'm just going with it, people that have the ability to sit in that metaphorical cold water have a very specific type of personality. And I would even go so far to say that that personality also lends itself to that all or nothing kind of mentality. And a lot of people think this way, that if I can't do it all, then I might as well not do it at all. I talked about this in one of my videos last week. Whatever video is relevant, I'll pop it up in the screen. I think it's actually on this side. No, I think I was right. I'll pop it up on the screen. It is sick the way that we have been brainwashed into believing that if you can't do it all, then don't even bother at all. If you can't give it your all. Baby, you talking to Queen Do It Poorly. Me being like, I'm kind of like famous like on TikTok for this phrase that I would say shed more light on, but I definitely didn't create it. I have the mentality of, if you're gonna do anything, then you need to do it poorly, because all goals are consistency, because you have habits in place. So that all or nothing mentality is truly and genuinely designed to keep you stagnant and to keep you in the place that you're in, even though the phrase by definition seems like it's supposed to give you a little kick in the pants and the extra push that you need. That's actually not what it's doing. Also, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about the fact that I have, that's humiliating. I want to say, it is okay to fail. It is okay that you started off your New Year's resolution 10 days ago and you've already put it down and decided that you cannot do it. Failure is absolutely okay. What's not okay is giving up when you haven't even really given this thing a fair fight. Now, to talk about the fight, I do understand the idea of putting something down if you've tried over and over and over again and you haven't been able to do it. It reminds me of the whole Einstein quote that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So I get why you would want to stop, but listen to what the quote says. It's doing the same thing over and over again. You need tools. You need systems in place to help you correct this repeated action of doing the same things over and over again and then failing every single time. And that is what I'm going to give you. It is okay to try again once you have the correct systems in place. So not only do you need to identify your goal, you also need to figure out what obstacles are in place that are preventing you from reaching that goal, and then problem solve with that obstacle. I said it once and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face in this video. It is okay for you to fail. You learn more from your failures than from your successes. Thinking of myself personally, I have learned the most valuable lessons of my life during the hardest times of my life. So failure is very needed, and it also shows you what you're made of. It shows you what you have the ability to push through, and it shows you your weaknesses, and you need your weaknesses exposed in order for you to move to this next level and to reach your goals, whatever that is. So you have a goal and you haven't been able to reach that goal. The first thing that you're going to do is not talk negatively about yourself. You are going to just state what happened. You're going to say to yourself, I can see from my actions and from my thought patterns that I am an all or nothing thinker. Now that I am aware of it, I understand that I need to watch that in myself, and I'm going to move forward accordingly. In addition to all of that, I am going to be more patient with myself, and I'm going to give myself more grace moving forward to achieve the goals that I've set to achieve. And do you see how that statement didn't put yourself down for not conquering the world in the first 10 days of January, and let you know that you are, oh my God, indeed a human that is not perfect and doesn't execute things perfectly all the time? Yeah, that's the vibes we're going for. In 2023, we're not shitting on ourselves. We're not putting ourselves down, because everything that you say to yourself is true, period, for better and for worse. And we're going to get to that later on in the video. Just hold on a second. Now that you've identified what your weak point is, now it's time to problem solve with that weak point. I'm going to take a very typical example of what people want to do at the top of the year, which is lose weight. And I'm going to say it here and right now. You do not need to be any size other than what you deem is acceptable for yourself. I don't give a shit what society says is beautiful. I care about what you feel beautiful being and what you feel beautiful looking like. I hate beauty standards that are placed on people in this world, especially women, but I digress for the moment. So you say to yourself, I really want a healthier lifestyle, and I really want to go to the gym 3 times a day. Ooh, shit. 3 times a week. Problem is, friend, that last year you went to the gym twice. So you setting the goal to go to the gym 3 days a week isn't actually very attainable, because like I said, you set yourself up for failure because you hadn't been building the habit yet. So what we're going to do is that we're going to dial that back a bit. We're going to say 1 time a week. And then once you can get that 1 time a week down, now we can talk about increasing that. And you're going to do that 1 time a week. You're going to do it poorly. You're going to do it come rain or come shine. You need to lower your bar, whatever your personal bar is, down so low to where you know that you can achieve it. You can push yourself to do it, because you're like, now, me talking to a girl in my head, now Victoria, now you know that you could have got up and you could have went to do a walk down the street to your neighbor's house and then walk back. Like, if you know that that's your bare minimum, come on, like, you can push yourself to do it, right? So we've dialed that goal back to something that is attainable right now, and then we're going to build up from there. Okay, because you have now gotten down that 1 day a week, you have now done what? You've built a habit, and now you can build off that habit. You can achieve so much in life by just being habitual. A way that I've problem solved going to the gym is that I identify things that I like. I like to look cute. No matter what, no matter where I am, no matter what the occasion, I like to look cute. So I make sure that I buy and invest in really cute gym clothes. And I also sit my clothes out the night before. I'm eliminating barriers too of me getting there. I also don't make my bed. I make my bed every single morning, but I don't make my bed before I go to the gym, because again, I'm trying to knock down barriers that are standing between me and the goal that I set for myself, just to give me the path of least resistance. And that is also something that I recommend doing when it comes to doing your goals. If you have to, quote, water something down or dumb something down for yourself, who cares? Is it your goal or is it someone else's goal? Because I feel like so often we don't do what we need to do for ourselves because we are scared of the embarrassment that it may cause us or the way that other people will look at us. Human beings are some of the most self-centered people on the face of the planet. I mean, like, that statement has to be true because I said people. No one cares about you more than you care about you. And if someone cares about you more than you care about you, oh, it's giving stalker vibes. It's giving fan. And congratulations, you have a fan. Yay! But you can't cater to the fans. You have to do what's best for you. So if that means slowing down, going to the gym once a week, if that means literally putting on a t-shirt and biker shorts and Crocs and just walking down the block, that's you. And you are doing what is best for you. Okay, friend, we have found the holes inside of our goals and we are working to problem solve said goals, right? So now the next step is going to be for you to claim what you want out loud. And I know that y'all are so tired of this manifestation conversation, but like, too bad, so sad. I have a slightly different perspective on manifestation. And if y'all would like an entire video on that, then I'm more than happy to do so. But manifestation is so important because words are so powerful. And when you are keeping things in your head, it's not going anywhere. You can't manifest something in this brain. Manifestation comes when you say it out loud to the universe. That can just be you telling one trusted friend or family member. You just need to say it, babes. And I understand people being protective over their goals because I do believe that there are malicious people out there that might put bad energy onto the things that you are trying to achieve. That's why I'm saying that you need to be very selective with who you share your goals with. And if you don't have that one or two people in your life, now it's time to get out a journal. Yeah, a journal. And it's time for you to write it down. Writing things down is so important, not only because it involves you naming and claiming things, it also allows you to be able to track your patterns, your behavioral patterns. Because I go back in my journal and I read my entries from a year ago, and I am able to see my repeated patterns of behavior. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't realize that I was like that. I didn't realize that I was doing that and that I was in this cycle, but because I wrote it down, I can see it. Also, something that I have been practicing is a term called scripting, which I've just recently been introduced to. I've been doing it, but not in the intentional way that I've been learning I need to. Before I ever was really successful as a content creator, I would say when someone asked me what I did, I am a content creator. And even now, even though I have not been in anything in a major way, let me not downplay the things that I've done as an actor, which I am. If you guys did not know, I graduated with my degree in theater performance, and I'm going to say to anybody that asks me, I am an actor because that is the ultimate goal for me. So I'm constantly telling the universe what I am and the way that I want to be addressed by others. This is really personal, but I'm gonna go grab my journal. This is my journal. My friend Erin got it for me. I love it. Thank you so much, friend. I really want you guys to understand how serious I am. So that's why I just want to share a little bit from last year. It was crazy to read. Okay, yeah, this one, I really don't need to cry. But this was written on November 16th, 2021. And it says, I have been feeling a bit lost lately. I thought I was feeling better and doing better, but I feel very unsure about everything in my life right now. I just wish my life was a bit more stable. I wish I didn't have to move out of my apartment. I wish I had more ambition. I wish I wasn't so scared. I pray everything works out. I am divinely made. I am meant for this life. I am made for this life. Everything that is worth something in life, you have to fight for. Fight for your life. You can do it. Whew. Sorry, y'all. This is the first day of my period, but I am just an emotional person in general, though. But that's really emotional for me to read because that was such an unstable time in my life. I have a whole vlog explaining why I had to move out of my last apartment, so I'll link that as well for you guys to check out. But that was a time. And then I look at my next journal entry. I'll just read the beginning of it. I have been hesitant about writing down or talking about anything to do with me falling in love or being in love. I am ready to say that I am open to the idea of being in love. I haven't been intentional with what I want in a man because I am scared and I don't want to be scared anymore. It's simple. I want someone that is going to feel like peace to me, someone who is going to bring me peace, and someone who is going to be my peace. And I wrote that on January 23rd, 2020. And then I wrote down every single solitary characteristic that I wanted in a partner. And that's going really well. I will just say that. And when I go back and read that journal entry and I look at the person that God brought me, I'm like, that's crazy. That's insane. It's literally every single thing I wrote down. And what gets even more wild is that this was written in August when I was going through a pretty tumultuous time mentally. It was when I made that video about how I had like my body like literally give out on me in a foreign country because I had worn my body down to the ground essentially. This was written during my week off and I was really thinking and praying and wanting a sign, something. And this YouTube video got recommended to me by a creator that I had never heard of before, and something really called me to click on it. And Jesus Christ, it was exactly what I needed to hear because she gave journal prompts at the end of the YouTube video. One of the prompts was, what precious jewels lie within me that I can share with the world during the next 6 months? And I said how aligned I am with the universe as of late. This is my testimony and I need to start sharing with the world. In writing all of this down and figuring out what my quote precious jewels were, I ended up coming to the conclusion that I had so much knowledge to give that I wasn't giving when I was so in my niche of natural hair. And I decided to open my mouth and speak, and here we are now. And something else that I wrote down, I forget when I wrote this down, but I said I want quality subscribers, ones that want to hear from me, ones that value what I say, that support me and truly want to see me do well. And y'all, here we are. All of that to say is that change is very scary. It is very scary to completely go out of the box that you have known. I've realized that I've been struggling so much at the beginning of this year to set goals for myself because I am truly scared of how much good can come to me, which is a very odd statement. Like, who's scared of good things? But I am, and I've had to face that is something that I have going on mentally. Now that I have faced it, I can put tools in place and steps in place to correct that. It's also scary to change because everything that you have been doing, for better or for worse, is the devil that you know. I've loved that phrase since as soon as I heard it. I don't know, it just really hit me here because so many times you stay in situations that you shouldn't be in and you don't realize your full potential because the life that you're living, the people around you, the goals that you have, your current circumstance is the devil you know. And it's very easy to stick with the devil that you know instead of the scary process of getting to know a devil that you don't. And just like we know about the enemy, just like we know about the devil, they are very, very sneaky, trying to scare you into believing that once you leave this devil, that there's going to be another devil waiting for you. No, ma'am, no, sir. The devil that you are struggling with right now will stay exactly where they are. And once you go to that new place, you're going to what? You're going to shake it off. You're going to shake that devil off. And there's just no way that elevating can ever be a bad thing. And I'm saying it to you as much as I'm saying it to myself. I have to keep telling my brain this, and I'm going to say it to you. And that will be the end of this video. Everything that I have earned and I deserve. And I am telling you, my very beautiful viewer, everything that you have earned, everything that you have worked for, and everything that you have coming to you, you deserve. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's video. I really hope that you guys made it through the whole thing and that it was very useful and enlightening and invigorating to you. I really hope that you have the tools that you need to kick ass this year. Also, if you guys can't get enough of me and want to hear more from me, I have another brand that I don't know why I don't talk about it on my YouTube channel. I have a whole other brand called Swipe Talk with my co-host where we talk about dating. It's a complete other different feel. My co-host is so silly. She keeps me young, truly. So we have that over there if you want to see a more silly, fun side to me. We have a YouTube channel, we have a TikTok, we have a Snapchat, we have literally everything. And we also now have a podcast. So if you would like to hear more from me, then you can go follow our new podcast, Swipe Talk, Where Opposites Attract. And I will make sure to link that down in my description box. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I cannot wait to see you again next week. We have so much to talk about. Next week, sneak peek, is going to be like a little reaction to a fellow YouTuber who I did not agree with. So it's going to be a good one. Remember to keep positivity in your life, because positivity breeds positivity, and we have absolutely no time for negativity in 2023. That's crazy. I'll see you guys super duper soon in the next video. Mwah. Bye guys.